Good morning and welcome back to the Old Style Outdoors, everyone. A really pretty morning here, late August here in South Central Kentucky. Still dry, as you can see. Definitely need some rain. Um, got something pretty cool on the bench today to show you. Um, don't see these often enough anymore. Used to see them plenty. We all did if you was anywhere around the gun world. But this is a older model M77 Ruger. It has the Tang safeties you can see here. Um, Again, just don't see these anymore. I've done 3 rifles this morning on the bench, and this one I was most eager to, even though the others were new and fancy and, you know, all the new bells and whistles and everything. I really look forward to getting my hands on this old rifle here for a couple of different reasons. One, because it's vintage. It doesn't feel like it should be vintage, but neither do I, and here I am. So uh, these rifles, the Tang Safety Rugers, were made, I think, in late 60s, mid to late 60s when they started producing them, and probably up into the early 80s. And again, if you know better than me, and there's plenty of people that does, make sure and comment down below the video and let me know. But they were chambered in a bazillion different cartridges, and so, obviously some of the most common were 30-06, 270 Winchester, you know, yada yada. But kind of a cool era of rifles in the fact that wood was walnut and the steel was blue. That's the way everything was. The customer that brought me this one, actually I talked to him about, he got the rifle and wound up trading for an older vintage Leopold scope, you know, blue steel or something else, again, that you don't see anymore. And it obviously it pairs up, matches the rifle really well. Really well. But he had one type of ammo for this rifle, and I shot it, lined it up, and it needed the barrel cleaned the barrel, done a few things on it. It was relatively grimy, probably hadn't been shot in years, who knows, and got it down where it's shooting probably, I don't know, just a little over an inch, you know, maybe somewhere thereabouts. Of course, it's not supposed to be a bench rifle, it's just a good general purpose hunting rifle. The other reason to make this video and the interest in this rifle for myself be pretty neat is the cartridge is chambered in. It is chambered in something that many of you have not seen, and it is a 250 Savage is what it is. 250 Savage. These were originally, back in the day, and I say back in the day, I'm talking 1910, 1915, somewhere in that era. These were originally called the 250 3000, and Savage produced this rifle. Of course, 25 caliber bullet, and the 250 3000 part was the I guess the first cartridge to reach 3,000 feet per second. I know I've read that a place or two. I don't know how true that is. I'd say it probably is true, but anyway, really neat little cartridge, really is. And if this looks familiar, the case here, that's just like a 22-250 basically. The cartridge is the case is. Of course, again, it's a 25 caliber bullet. The ammo he's got here is 100 grain interlock bullets. It shows they're at 2,800 feet per second, and I've not chronographed this rifle, but I'd say it's probably close. Anyway, pretty cool to see a cartridge again that's this is designed back in, and again, check me out here, guys, I'm not sure I'm right, but I'd say I think 1912 or 1915 somewhere is when this cartridge was designed. So certainly been around a while. So anyway, I've got a piece of cement block about 1 inch by 2 inches sitting down here about 150 yards in this road bed and on the ground, and I'm going to shoot it. And obviously if I hit the ground as dry as it is, there's going to be dust and dirt anyway, but what you're going to see is some white dirt off that cement block if I can hit it. So let's see what happens here. Get the camera set up, and again, it's going to be right down here in this road bed. Yeah, right down here. So here we go. Okay. Okay. We are hot. Here we go. That would be it. Again, pretty cool old rifle. I am really pleased with the scope he picked up for this. Like I said, it's just an older, I'd say mid 70s, early 80s Leopold, with in a 3x9x40. It's got an adjustable objective. Really nice old scope. I don't know what it is about older stuff. You know, when I was younger, you always wanted the latest and greatest, the new stuff. I suppose that's the way it is with a lot of things. And I always had a deep respect for the older stuff. But I don't know, like I said, the older I get, the more appreciative I am of the older guns. And as I mentioned earlier this morning, I've done 2 other rifles that, like I said, were all the bells and whistles, the latest and greatest, you know, the hottest new cartridges, whatever. And this is what I looked forward to most in making a video on, was this old rifle. So anyway, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Cameraman's in school today. The CEO and president of Old Style Outdoors is in school. So old dad had to come out and make a video for him. Anyway, again, like, share, subscribe. Use your bell notifications for when we download new videos. You'll be alerted. And once again, appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. And we'll see you again right back here on the Old Style Outdoors.